Hanayom Self-Care Activist. This is Mary Burris of Flowering Cactus, and I just wanted to share with you today a method, an ancient method actually, for mitigating anxiety, fear, this kind of thing, because a lot of us are having a lot of anxiety and fear surrounding this pandemic, and that's understandable. But we need to flip those negative feelings to positive ones in order to stay positive, which will help boost our immune system, but also will help everyone get through this situation as best as we possibly can. And positive energy is going to be critical. So, how do we do that? All right, how do we flip those feelings? And this, I'm using Gabriele Bernstein's particular method for this, but it is an ancient method that's also found in Tibetan Buddhism, in yoga. It's been around for thousands of years. It ain't new. Okay, so choose again method. So it's based on the idea that it's good to feel good. And if we want to find solutions to problems, or we want to stop obsessing about something, we have to replace those thoughts, those feelings, with positive ones so that answers and positive energy can flow. This is really important. So you might want to have a notebook ready so you can take notes, but also the first few times you practice this, you'll probably want to write down write down the process until it just becomes natural to you and you can do it instantly without writing it down. So the first step is to notice the thought. So whatever negative thought is, whether it's fear or anxiety or frustration or whatever is flying around in your brain, you need to capture it, notice it, and write it down. So I've talked with a few people in the last couple of days who are really worried about not having enough food. It's not funny. It's very serious fear, and I get that. So, maybe that's your fear too. So you might write down, I'm really scared that there's not going to be enough food. And that's a real fear. So then what do you do with that? You write down, how does that fear make you feel? Well, it makes you feel anxious. It makes you, if it keeps churning around in your mind and you're obsessing about it, it might bring you to a place of despair or depression or severe anxiety, to a place where, you have a breakdown. So we don't want that. So you just write down, how does it make me feel anxious and scared? Okay. So that's step one. Step two is forgive the thought. Okay. So the thought is bringing you bad energy. You're going to forgive the thought. And I'm going to read right out of Gabriele Bernstein's book for this, because I really like the way she words this. And she says, "Thank you for revealing to me what I don't want, so that I can clarify what I do want. Thank you for revealing to me what I don't want, so I can clarify what I do want." Showing gratitude for the thought, which helps to dissipate some of that anxiety and fear right away, and starting to flip that energy from negative to positive. Because negative thoughts really do help us discover what we do truly want. And so, yeah, we should be grateful for them, because don't we want to know what we want? Of course we do. So that brings me to step number 3. And step number 3 is choose again. So how can you take yourself to the next emotional level up? So you probably aren't going to start from a place of fear and anxiety with a thought and then shoot way up to exuberance. No, that's not what we're going for. We're just going for, what's the next highest, what's the step up? What's 2 steps up maybe? And that gets us on a trajectory for feeling better. So, okay, I'm anxious about there won't be enough food for people, that there will be no food in the grocery store. I've forgiven that thought. What's the next best thought? I can trust that there will be enough food for everybody in the coming weeks. Maybe that's way too big of a thought. Maybe you can trust, I trust that there's enough food for me this week. And that's a step that makes you feel at least this much better. Okay. So I hope that is clear, the choose again method. And then as you feel better and better, you're going to be able to follow this trail of positive energy and reverse those negative feelings. That's the idea anyway. So if you have any questions, feel free to private message me. You can also email me at bloom, BLOOM, at flowercactus.com. That's bloom at flower, FLOWER, cactus, CACTUS.com. All right, Hariom, everyone, and thank you for being part of this private Facebook group. And if you know other people who would like this information, please suggest it to them to request invitations to join. Thank you. Let's get through this together. Stay strong. Love.